Hey guys, it's Melly's World here, and so today I want to talk about three quartering your shoes. I'm using one of my old shoes. These, let me just put this out there, these are ill-fitting, my feet have changed, they are not tight enough, they're really loose, and they were not the right shoe for me. And I'm not wearing my toe pads, which makes the box a little bit too big, but this is just for video purposes only. So don't worry, I'm not going to hurt myself or anything. It's just for purposes of this video. These are also my old dead ones, therefore there is no support, but I'm just trying to show and explain three-quarter shanking. Now, this is my right shoe over here, and I already went through with doing it. This is a little bit higher than most people do, but I did feel how it is higher just by putting my foot in, but I feel like it offers proper support for my foot, so, I think that I did a good cut with this one. So this is basically what the shoe will look like when you put pressure. Okay, this is dead, but let me remove this right here. Okay, so where I cut, it stays right over here. Normally they put it over here. It's just a little bit higher than people normally put it, but I'm gonna cut up to where my arch is most comfortable with. Don't overdo the cutting. Like, let's begin on the left foot here. If you put a line, for example, here, don't go ahead and cut here. Cut around here, and then put them on and cut a little bit more. You do not want to do it too much because then you won't have any support, and then you don't want to do it too little because then, you don't want to do too much, but you can always cut it off if you do too much, but you definitely don't want to do too little because then too little will give you no support at all, and that means that the shoe is not usable anymore. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're just going to point our foot like this, just do a standard point. My right foot is more flexible and point than my left one. Take something, I'm using a neon marker because you will be able to see better, and put it right where, if it makes you understand a little bit better, point like this to the ground, and then see where is the highest point ending of your arch. Mine is probably around here, like this. Do you see that over there? No, probably not, but whatever. Around there, I would say, and maximum here. I normally put 2 points in which I go in between, and then I decide which one I like better. So there we go. And then we're going to put on our left shoe like that. Okay. Let's move this over. So the first part is determining where you will cut. So let me fold this over and get all up over here and try and explain what I'm trying to do here. So you see my shoe right here, right? Correct? So if you flip it over, you see the shank. You have to find the point of grip, like what is holding up your foot. I would say around here, right? So I'll hold that spot, just right here, and I will cut exactly where, just a little bit above where I put. So I put around here, so I'm going to cut here. Lift it. Oh. Okay, and then you're going to bend the shank and try and break it off. Sometimes you got to go under again, just to be 100% sure you got it. Okay, let me fold this over so you can see what I'm doing. And this is probably the worst part, just trying to rip off the shank, but that. Don't rip your shoe because that will have consequences. You do not want the satin to rip. Alright, so once you feel like you made a deep enough cut, which I think I did, you're going to grab it and you're going to just bend it from side to side in an attempt to rip it. And then once it's like soft enough, you can just pull it off. And then there's this another layer over here, so I'm just gonna go in for that too. Then I'm gonna just, there it is, and then, oh, there we go. Okay. So this is where I cut right here. I cut about this much off, like this. Oop, dropped it, okay. And then, so now we're gonna put it on again. Okay. And we're gonna go from the side. And we're gonna point again like we did before. We're gonna flip it over and see, is this the right place for my foot? Is this supportive, but still goes for the purpose, what I wanted it to be? So you're gonna go up and see if it doesn't bother you. If it's too high, cut off a little bit more. I feel like this is a little bit too high right here. So you can cut down a little bit more, but if you feel like it's correct, then that is it. Keep in mind that everyone's foot is different, and 3/4 shanking is not exactly 3/4. You know, it can always just be a little bit more or less depending on your foot. So, you know, keep that in mind. And if this part is bothering you here, some people file it down or put some tape or something like that, or level it with a knife, which you can do. But this part never seemed to bother me, so I just leave it where it is. But it's definitely, you know, the pros and cons of it. The cons, young dancers who have just begun should not really do that. Because they feel like young dancers should have enough strength to roll up on their own and balance and stuff like that before attempting stuff like this. Just as a precaution for safety. And there are a lot of pros. It makes your shoes last longer. It, let's see. It also looks very nice on your arch without having to break in too much. It keeps all the support and looks nice, so good. It's good for people who can't get over their box very much, maybe, and it'll help them bend their shoe a little bit more just to get over. It makes flat feet people look really nice on point. You know, things like that can really change your whole perspective of dancing. You know, it's just something to make it better for you. So if you are attempting this, try this on one of your old shoes like me, because I did mess up the right foot, I think. And, you know, you don't want to mess up your new shoes. Not a way to kick off, you know, getting new shoes and stuff. So, you know, be careful with it. But that's basically all I have. Make sure to subscribe and comment and stuff like that. I thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And bye, guys.